Oh, hey, how are you? I'm about to say something I never thought I would say in my life. The New York Knicks are the world champs! Woo!
Here comes Fox. 5 seconds remaining. Fox to Wemby. Wemby tries a three, puts it up, off the mark. Anunoby the rebound. It's over. It's over. Knick fans, this is not a dream. Your long wait has ended. Go ahead and cry. After 53 years, the Knicks are finally NBA champions once again.
Hey guys, now that you're here, just stop and let's smash the subscribe button just like the New York Knicks did to the Spurs' hopes and dreams this season. What do you say? Hit those smash and hit the like button right now. Go ahead. Sorry it took a while to get to this episode, but I have to say I needed time to actually let it settle in to what happened. The New York Knicks beat the San Antonio Spurs in Game 5. Another unbelievable game, another unbelievable comeback. You're sitting there thinking it's coming back to New York. And then Jalen Brunson said, "No, I'm not leaving here without this trophy. Give me this damn trophy." And holy smokes, did they do it. Man, oh man, what a game. If you're a Knicks fan, you are so happy. I can't remember the last time I felt so excited about almost anything. And the way things have been going for the last year or so, in my personal life and my work life and in the world, I just really, really needed this. So thank you to the New York Knicks for giving me some happiness and some hope and something to feel good about for a while. And I just really want to sit in this for as long as I can. I'm probably going to wear this hat and this sweatshirt until it stinks so bad that no one's going to want to be next to me. But I'm sorry, it's too bad. I waited literally my entire life for this, just to witness this. I mean, technically I was alive when they won their first championships in 1970 and 1973, but I was a small child and unaware that the Knicks even were a thing because sports was not a big thing with my parents. So I didn't know about it. But I know about it now, and man, am I happy. Thank you. Thank you, Knicks, for that. I want to apologize to OG Anunoby because when he was first traded for a couple years ago for RJ Barrett, I was a big RJ Barrett fan. RJ Barrett's dad went to St. John's. I went to St. John's, as you can see. So I was a big fan of RJ Barrett coming to New York. And when they traded him for OG Anunoby, I didn't know anything about him. I really didn't. I didn't watch the Toronto Raptors. They say he's good. What do I know? I never saw him play. I never really saw him play. So, but over the last few seasons, last season, he was amazing in the playoffs, and then he got hurt, and the Knicks playoffs run ended without OG on the court. This season, the regular season, he just got better and better. He turned himself into a three-point shooter, a three-point threat. That came in handy. He was, in the early rounds of the playoffs, he was the best player by far, the most consistent player. And then he got hurt, and it was like, oh crap, here we go again. Which is why, when I've said in previous episodes, I've talked to my brother-in-law George about that, and I was very hesitant to think the Knicks could go all the way because I knew how important OG Anunoby was. And boy, in Game 4, did he prove it. And in Game 5, he and Jalen Brunson really, they would not let the Knicks lose in that game. I've watched that game, I think, at least 3.5 times. 3 times all the way through, and then the second half, a fourth time, because I just still can't really believe that it happened. It happened. The parade was today, and even Jalen Brunson was standing up there in the mayor's office and saying, like, wow, we really did it. We really did it. Because I think it hasn't sat in. It's been a whirlwind. And, seeing New York, seeing all the people in the streets of New York City. I wish I was still living there. I wish I was back there, because that would have been something to experience. My son Marcus happened to be in Rockaway, Queens that day. He sent in a video of the celebrations and the singing on the street, and it was just fantastic to see all the people getting together. Yeah, there's some knuckleheads causing trouble, but there's always some knuckleheads in these kind of things. But mostly it seems like most of New York is really happy right now. Everybody's smiling, everybody's talking to one another. It's awesome. It's awesome. The mayor of New York today was wanting to keep it up, and that would be nice. It would be nice, but that's not New York. But it's so awesome that this happened. I'm gonna have to get my brother-in-law George in here. I mean, he's the one responsible for this office that I'm sitting in right now. So, and he's as big a Knick fan as I am, and we've talked about this all the way through the playoffs, and I want to get his take on it. I'd love to get Marcus in here too and see how he's feeling about it. He was actually there in the street. We are the champions. We are the champions. No time for losers. We are the champions. I want to hear what that was about. But oh man, what an amazing thing. Congratulations to the Knicks fans. So happy. It's clear the NBA is not going to call any fouls against Victor Wembanyama. The Knicks overcame the referees and the lack of calls. Jalen Brunson overcame a closeout that should have been a flagrant foul on Wembanyama and a nearly turned ankle. Jalen Brunson's ankles are going to get a much-deserved rest in the next couple of weeks and months. It's crazy. For the Spurs, they've got a bright future ahead of them. They're going to be in this conversation next season as long as everybody stays healthy and they can keep this team together. Dylan Harper, I've talked about him over and over again in these podcasts covering the Knicks playoff run. That he's a superstar. He was by far the best Spur in Game 5, and if he would have made a layup or two that just fell short at the end of the game, maybe we go to 6 games, but that didn't happen. They didn't bring the Spurs back to New York, which I said in the last podcast. You do not want the Spurs coming back to New York until the next scheduled visit next season. So that is the way it's going to be. The Knicks are happy. All of the celebrities are happy. The parade was crazy. If anyone was at the parade, can you let me know? It didn't seem like the ticker tape falling was as much as I can remember in past parades, like for the Yankees and the Mets. And the last one that I was physically at the last time the women's national soccer team had won the World Cup, and they had a ticker tape parade, and there was a lot of stuff falling down. It didn't seem that way on television, so maybe it was camera angles, maybe they missed it, maybe they were on other shots when the big stuff was falling. But I'd love to hear if somebody who was actually there today, if the ticker tape was really as severe as it usually is at these parades, or was it kind of light? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. It's so interesting. I mean, I'm not going to recount this game. I'm just going to tell you about how I'm feeling, because you saw the game. I mean, I've seen the game, like I said, 3.5 times right now. I'm probably going to watch it again just because it was such a wonderful thing, and something like, I know I personally needed that. And I don't know, how do you, if you're a Knicks fan, how do you feel right now? Let me know. Drop me a comment. I just think this is like the greatest thing. All I think about in my free time is that moment of them winning. Really, I have no words. I'm struggling to find the words to express how excited I am, because I don't think I've been as excited in a really long time. Even with all the Patriots Super Bowl wins, I'm a big Patriots fan, as you know. I was at the World Series with the Mets in 1986. I was a vendor at Shea Stadium, and I was there in Game 6 and Game 7. That was pretty close to this. You know, seeing my son being born, that was pretty exciting. But that's a different type of exciting. That's, this is like a bigger group. Like, you're part of a bigger group. You're part of all the Knicks fans worldwide. You're part of, it had nothing to do with them winning at all. Although my superstitions would think when they started losing, my superstitions would kick in, like, what am I wearing? Where am I sitting? Maybe I did something wrong. What did I eat? I don't know. Do you guys have superstitions like that when you root for your teams? I know I do. Big time. I would also not watch some of the games because it's even when they were winning, and then I turn it on and they'd lose, and then I'd turn it off and I'd come back later and they won. So it'd be like, I'll watch the games on tape, but I couldn't do that with the finals. Superstitions be damned. Had to watch it. It was amazing. Why are you guys barking? Hey! Mac Jones. Sit your furry buttocks down, please. Sorry for that interruption. That is the life with two large Labradors who are very jumpy. Where were we? I'm so excited. Are you excited? I can't wait. But, the thing about it is, too, it's like, you didn't even realize, like, normally you root for your team. Normally I'm rooting for the Knicks, and they're out. They don't play this long. They haven't played this long since 1999. The NBA draft is like a couple days away, and they're already talking about that. That'll be interesting. I want to come back and talk about the fallout from the draft, because you got the two number one picks, AJ Devonta and the kid from Kansas. I can't remember his name right now. They're only willing to try out for the team who holds the number one pick, because they both think they should be number one. So it'll be interesting, because only one of them can get picked number one. Peterson, that's his name. They can only one of them can get picked number one. So it'll be interesting to see who doesn't. There was a similar thing last year with Ace Bailey. He didn't want to go to Utah, but he wound up in Utah and he did fine. But Utah tanked their season, and they're in this lottery pick again. They're going to get another good player. But there's so many good players coming out of the NBA draft. That's something we can talk about in future episodes. But, oh my God, the Knicks are the champs! Can you believe it? I cannot believe it. I'm so happy. Like I said, I'm going to be wearing this as often as I can. And I'm going to be reliving that moment probably for the rest of my life. Thank you to the Knicks players for giving us this happiness and this one thing we can all agree upon and have this shared experience. I wish I could have been physically at the parade today, but I had to work, which is great, because that has been something that's been scarce in the industry that I'm in. And I've got something I'm working on, so I couldn't make it today, but I did tape it, and I watched it after work, and oh man, it was awesome to see. Definitely got some emotions going, got in my feelings when these guys were speaking in front of City Hall and the mayor's mansion. Awesome. Sorry, I'm just babbling. Can you understand? Can you guys understand? Let me know. Drop me a comment below. Refs, F you guys, because that was some BS calls in the whole series, to be quite honest. It was very lopsided. Congrats to the Knicks for overcoming that obstacle and the obstacle of the Spurs. Spurs, great season. You'll be back, but hopefully not too soon. And I'm not going to think about that right now, because I just want to be happy that the Knicks won. Don't forget to like and subscribe. smash that subscribe button, smash the thumbs up button, the way the Spurs were smashed by the New York Knicks in the 2026 NBA Finals. The New York Knicks are the NBA champions for the 2026 season. It feels so good. Thank you for watching. I will catch you guys in the next episode. Woo!